Hey, what's going on? Today we're going to be learning half cab flips. Before you learn how to half cab flip, make sure you have a really strong half cab. Make sure that you can do it full rotation, and then also make sure you have a really good fakie flip. Half cab flips are pretty difficult, so just make sure to take your time and don't get frustrated. Let's look at this little POV clip so I can show you where to set up your feet. I like to set up just like a fakie flip, but I like to put my front foot a little bit farther up towards the bolts so I can get a really quick, precise kickflip. First step to this trick is make sure you get your shoulders moving ahead of your board right before you pop. The two huge things with this trick is timing your pop and your flick and keeping your body centered throughout the entire trick. If you put too much weight on your kickflip foot, you're gonna start to come around nicely, but right about halfway, you're gonna kind of go forward ahead of your board and you're not gonna be able to land it. If you then try to compensate by putting too much weight on your back foot, you're gonna not really get a full rotation and the kickflip is gonna look a little bit funky. So what I like to do is I really like to keep my head and my general body weight right in between my legs. I kind of stare at the middle of the board and I really try to keep my weight centered. With this trick, since you're winding up your shoulders before you pop, it's pretty easy to stay centered, but once you leave the ground, it becomes real easy to not be aligned. So you really have to be mindful of keeping your body weight right above the middle of the board throughout the entire trick. The next super important thing is timing your pop and your flick. The little trick that I like to use is right when I wind up my shoulders, all I think about is smacking my tail on the ground. I just want to think about a nice crisp pop. I don't think about anything else. And then right when we get about halfway, I flick my foot out 90 degrees. You can even do a little bit past 90 degrees. If you flick too early, the board you can really feel it. It doesn't feel right. This is one of those tricks that if you pop it, you wait a second, right when you're 90, you do a quick little flick, and that's why I like to put my front foot a little bit farther up. You just know when you do it right. The board kind of dips down, you catch it with your back foot, and the rotation becomes effortless. So the pop and the timing is really essential. I think that might be one of the most important aspects to this trick, because if you flick too early and you don't get a clean pop, it's just not gonna come around right. Comment below for the next trick that you want me to go over, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.